What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and I flex naked in the mirror to impress myself with my incredible nipples. Alright, this is going to be an interesting topic that people have wanted me to talk about since my RLM audio days, and that is women in the tech community, gaming community, using sex to sell themselves and get views, so on and so forth. Whether it be they work for IGN or an independent website, it applies to both. The first thing I'm going to say is anybody out there who has that very male chauvinistic attitude that women can't be into technology, women can't be into gaming, get real, man. I know plenty of women that are hardcore gamers that I would consider even more hardcore than me, so get over it. Gaming is a mainstream form of entertainment, and that's just such an ignorant way to think. And that's not what this video is about. I really do think that there are a lot of women out there that are truly into tech and gaming. The issue that I'm bringing up is when women use sex, they use their attributes to combined with gaming to bring people over to their website or their channel or whatever they're doing in the gaming and tech community to get more views. Because let's face it, more views means more money. That's just how it is. It's a fact. Now on this topic, I'm going to say something that's going to surprise a lot of people. That doesn't even bother me. They're not selling drugs. They're not selling their bodies, physically anyway. You know what? You want to use what God gave you to make you some money, more power to you. But here's where I have a problem. There's a woman I know that works for an independent gaming site. I can't name her. It's not one that I work for, okay? And she put up a bunch of pictures on Facebook that were, I guess you could say, risque. I mean, they weren't like pornographic in any way, but, you know, she was showing off what she got. And she put a ton of them up. She used a gaming controller with them, so on and so forth. It was obviously to entice males who game. And like a week later, after she did this, she was complaining that she was getting a lot of creepy messages, and she was complaining that people were flagging her photos and that people need to leave her alone. She doesn't understand why this is happening. And I'm just like, you expected what reaction? Here is what I have a problem with. You obviously know, as a woman, or unless you're really young and naive and you don't, you obviously know as a woman when you use sex to sell yourself or sell your website or sell whatever you're doing, that you're going to garner negative attention. And then when a negative attention inevitably comes, you complain about it. Now, like I said, if you want to use what God gave you to make you money legally and, you know, you're not hurting your body, that's fine. But unfortunately, you have to deal with the consequences of it, and you can't complain about it. The other aspect of women using their physical attributes to get people to go to their webpage or YouTube channel is when they're desperate to get traffic, and they're desperate to get people to view their videos or their website. And the person I talked about previously, she actually knows her stuff when it comes to gaming. Hell, I think it would be safe to say she knows more about gaming than I do. But this chick, this example is actually pretty pathetic. So I put up one of my initial videos on SOPA and Protect IP. And I looked through the video responses on the side, how, you know, if you have your tags, similar videos show up on the side of your video. And I looked through a bunch of them. And I watched hers. And you didn't really get that vibe from the still image, but she made it very evident that she had no idea what she was talking about. And she was simply talking about this topic and had her boobs popping out to get people to watch this video. Okay, you didn't see the whole, I mean, she was wearing a tank top, but you didn't see that from just looking at the still. Okay, that's fine. You know, it's obvious that she was just trying to get views talking about a hot topic, and she had no idea what she was talking about. But then I looked in the comments below, and people were asking her personal physical questions, and she was answering them. Oh boy. First off, that to me is whoring yourself out. That is disgusting. That shows you have no self-esteem. That shows you have no self-respect. And on top of it, it's dangerous. Because if you get one of these mentally unstable dudes going that would have the balls to actually ask you the questions that they were asking, God knows what they may do, man. They may try to find you, they may stalk you. That's just dangerous. Secondly, that's just a slap in the face to the entire YouTube community, not just the gaming community. You use that to get views to your channel, you make it obvious you have no idea what you're talking about, and just try to use your looks to get people to come to your video and subscribe to you. Like I said, I have no problem with women using their physical attributes to get them to watch their videos or go to their website. But when something so blatant and so desperate is done, that's just disgusting, and it brings down the entire YouTube community when people do that. And the final thing is, when women do things, like I just mentioned previously, the second one especially, the first one, yeah, it isn't good what she did, but she actually has a lot of credibility. When you do things that are so desperate, hey, look at my boobs, subscribe to my channel, I'll even tell you personal things about me, you make all women look bad. You make dumbass men stereotype women and think that's all women are about. Is it worth it? Just so you can get more people to view your videos and make a couple bucks? Come on, man. That's disgusting. And you know what, honestly, this kind of applies to men too in a different way. For example, there's a guy on YouTube who's very, very, very overweight. Very smart guy. I'm subbed to his channel. But when he first started making YouTube videos, he would make fat guy videos. Him running shirtless, him dancing shirtless, so on and so forth. And he is one of the most intelligent people on this website, on YouTube, and he brings up very valid points about life, about technology, about politics. And because he started off doing the fat guy videos, no one takes him seriously. He still has a big following, but if you look at the comments, people are like, hey, take your shirt off and dance around. And yeah, man boobs are different than female boobs, thank God, but the point still applies. It's just like the second example, the female I just talked about. If you objectify yourself, you're never going to have that credibility that you truly want. And that's really what I'm getting at with this video. And if you want to use your physical attributes, fine, use them, but just make sure you know what you're talking about and be ready to deal with the consequences that come with using sex to sell your channel.